Yeah, I would love as many as they would give me.
Ever wonder why some people insist on controlling every part of their family's life, right down to how many grandkids they get? If you've ever dealt with overbearing relatives or toxic family drama, this one's for you. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel Reality Nexus X. It's giving full-on Hansel and Gretel witch vibes. Rubbing hands together and cackling, I would love as many grandkids as they give me. But seriously, how is that supposed to happen when her adult children aren't even allowed out of the house without supervision? She literally said, more grandchildren, just moments before. Yet who in their right mind among the original grandkids would want to visit Grandma Sobin's cluttered cottage? Imagine a house scattered with 20 candy dishes, each bearing a sign, "Do not take candy without asking Babička." That's Czechoslovakian for grandma. And naturally, only the old, sticky, unwrapped hard candies are available. Definitely not a place any grandchild would rush to visit. Robyn is probably the only one happy to sleep in her daughter's closets, especially if it means she can snoop while helping. Classic move, still enjoying one-upping the others. This all feels like recycled drama for ratings. Oh, she's dating. Oh, she's pregnant. They'll be allowed to marry and have kids, sure, just not allowed any kind of social life. It's not fostering independence, it's about maintaining control. Age-wise, she's like a time warp. 12 years ago, she almost looked like a kid. Now, full grandma vibes. Her obsession with children is strange, especially considering she relied on a nanny and constant help from Kody and the grown kids to raise her own. Daily exposure to Kody must be an anti-aging nightmare. She stresses trying to keep up with him and outdo the other wives, all while sporting huge grandma curls that she probably believes scream matriarch. She has everything anyone could want, yet she's still a professional complainer and perpetual victim. The tears? Pure manipulation to avoid accountability. On the plus side, her eyebrows have improved. Maybe someone gave her a makeover? She's often described as looking worse than the other wives, who have all had their glow-ups while she clings to her fading looks. It's funny how she expects grandchildren handed to her like a birthright. Claiming grandmother status is ironic when she hasn't been near the original neighbor's kids in ages. Probably last when she was snoozing in a smelly closet or spying in the other wives' closets. Her daughters are spoiled and unprepared for independence, thanks to being raised on silver platters. They avoid family events, treat each other like strangers, and act like mean girls, all lessons from their innocent mom. Robyn and Kody's forced smiles scream psychotic rather than happy. They don't seem to know genuine joy, only that sinister kind of glee from stepping on others. So Grandma Sobin is still trying to be matriarch, likely planning to hire a nanny for her grandchildren because she couldn't handle her own kids. With her evil expressions and axe-shaped eyebrows, she's aging like a villain in a fairy tale. The whole situation reeks of desperation, wrapped in floral tops and fake curls. Meanwhile, the original kids just want out, and honestly, who can blame them? Ever since David entered the picture, Kody has been on full "I must outshine David" mode, and honestly, it must be exhausting for that tiny brain of his. At their very first meeting, when David talked about loving the grandkids, Kody immediately piped up with, "Well, I still have young kids." Translation: look at me, I'm younger and cooler. Then David and Christine get engaged with a stunning ring. Next thing you know, Robyn is flashing a new ring that's basically the same bling in a different color. Christine and David have fun on off-road vehicles in spectacular places, while Kody and Robyn are racing around Coyote Pass, not quite Moab, and at least they have a pond. Spoiler alert, it's more like a dried-up drainage ditch that's perfect for mosquitoes. David and Christine buy a gorgeous new home with killer views, and Kody? He's out there chopping down trees just to get a view. and then buys another house, because why not? Christine and David travel to Europe before tying the knot, and suddenly Kody wants to move to Europe too. David and Christine have a lovely first dance at their wedding, so naturally, Kody feels the need to challenge David to a dance battle. Christine and David pick up a rental property for income, and Kody's mind probably exploded. For years, he talked about owning a rental, and now they actually do. And don't forget, David has a real company and a legitimate job. He makes more money and is worth more. Cue Kody's mental meltdown. David is the adult while Kody is stuck in emotional middle school. David's relationship with Truly isn't based on control or obedience, unlike Kody's obsession with fighting for a child he barely sees. What exactly is Kody's goal here? It seems Christine no longer wants Truly around him, and the evidence is clear. Last season, Truly didn't go to that jailhouse visit without a sister accompanying her. Christine has completed court-appointed parenting classes, while Kody has not. His fight appears to be only in principle. Meanwhile, Kody has spent years trying to distance himself from the LDS, yet he turned his sons into lost boys, cutting them off from family. The trauma those boys faced is real and severe. Kody's constant competition is concerning. When Christine left, he assumed it was because of another man, not due to her unhappiness. He thought any man wanting Christine was after his money. Newsflash, the money wasn't his. It was family money from the show, which everyone earned equally. If Kody thought otherwise, that was his own delusion. Robyn ended up wielding ultimate power over family finances. Christine likely saw through her but kept quiet, feeling guilty. Janelle trusted Kody too much and lost influence once Robyn arrived. Thankfully, Janelle is no longer caught in that chaos. Did Kody ever pay for anything? That's unclear. Stories about the family's finances have shifted over time, but one thing is certain, Robyn got the lion's share. Kody reportedly agreed to do the show without pay to keep it on air, so what money is he referring to? Kody's sons may be estranged, but they still have love and support from a large family. Unlike the FLD's lost boys, who were cut off and dumped, Kody continues trying to prove himself worthy to his father, while calling others cheap imitations, a label that fits him far better. The original wives, Christine, Janelle, and Miri, are doing well without their sperm donor, who apparently lives rent-free in their heads. One standout moment was Robyn grabbing Kody and whispering, "Aren't we just so happy for her?" Pure irony. Kody and Robyn's staged fights in the snow, awkward date nights reminiscing about their younger days, they come off as painfully dull. Watching Kody gush over Robyn, who lacks any real personality, is baffling. Behind closed doors, she's likely even less entertaining. Bottom line, David won. Kody lost. No contest. David breathes and he's winning. He raises his kids on his own, runs a business, and is a genuine gentleman. Meanwhile, Kody obsesses over a pond, actually a mosquito breeding ground, endlessly compares himself, and spins out like a toy top until he falls apart. Everyone can see it. Kody desperately tries to convince himself and others that his life is wonderful. Spoiler, it's not. Okay, I get that everyone's tired of the wedding content, but seriously, oh my god, it actually made me tear up. Watching anyone finally live their best life is unexpectedly moving. After years of watching this family's drama unfold, it's refreshing to see them thriving and figuring themselves out. It's easy to take that for granted if you've had the privilege of self-discovery your whole life. I really hope Christine has finally found her ride or die. The flash mob? That moment got me choked up. Christine was usually the one organizing family antics like that, so seeing it done for her was really sweet. Her wedding felt like good karma coming back around, which is rare to see so openly on reality TV. It was oddly healing. Gabe nailed it when he said it felt like the Ogies were back together, and they were. It's clear now that Kody basically abandoned the family, forcing the others to move on. Meanwhile, Kody, Robyn, and Mary relied on everyone else to tolerate their antisocial behavior. Classic reality TV conflict. Now, the rest of the family just want to enjoy life, not stir up drama. Robyn and her two oldest kids especially seem done with being Debbie Downers. I teared up too, especially when Peyton gave Christine away to her elderly dad. Seeing them happy hit me. Watching someone break free from cult-like control is inspiring. Christine's not perfect, but she's the only wife who's fully deconstructed everything, which takes huge strength and grit. That's worth respect. The moments with Garrison right after the flash mob were touching. Seeing him smile and put an arm around his mom. Yeah, tears again. Despite valid criticisms, seeing the kids and Christine genuinely happy was a breath of fresh air, especially after last season's heavy, heartbreaking episodes. Amid all the court drama and Coyote Pass chaos, people forgot how nice it was just to watch that wedding when it aired. Timing wasn't perfect, sure, but sometimes you need a feel-good moment. Plus, despite complaints about seeing Christine's sexy side, it's actually a privilege. She's never really been able to explore her sexuality before. She was used and abused, and now she's sharing that part of herself. It's cathartic. Also, seeing a woman over 40 still chasing love and feeling like a princess, so refreshing. Kody was awful, especially with the repeated nachos story broadcast loud and clear. That had to hurt someone who probably never had high self-esteem. Not everyone has the courage to start over or get a second shot at love. While some might be tired of Christine and David, their relationship is genuinely sweet. David's a survivor and hardworking dad who deserves happiness too. Watching the family come together was satisfying after all the sad, tumultuous seasons. Even events meant to celebrate felt heavy. Seeing the kids united and happy was heartwarming. And seeing Christine with someone who cherishes her, who doesn't want that? The show's gotten so negative lately, it was nice to see a fresh start. All the women were stuck in bad marriages with Kody, especially after Robyn arrived. Any scenes showing them thriving without him? Yes, please. The kids needed normalcy after all the upheaval, and it was lovely to see genuine fun for once. Another sweet moment was when Mary talked about her passion for holiday decorations and Janelle and Christine remembered them fondly. Maybe they don't fully support each other, but there's goodwill. They wish each other well. Spoiler, Kody was never the family center. Christine was. Everyone said it was unbalanced before she came along, and the kids see her as a mother figure. Plus, she and Janelle really did the parenting right together. Honestly, I was surprised to get emotional watching the wedding. Usually, I'm jaded. I hate wedding coverage because, well, who cares? But Christine, I'm genuinely happy for her. It's like watching a wilting plant finally get watered. All she ever wanted was to be loved, and it was beautiful. My favorite tearjerker was Hunter finally getting into the dance. You just know they're having the time of their lives. I cried more than I want to admit the first time I saw it. Truly getting a father figure was perfect. Some people hated the filler wedding content, but honestly, I'd rather watch that than endless kids, crafts, and gardening. The extra interviews and snippets made the episode feel fresh and heartfelt, not just a rerun. Seeing Christine finally experience unconditional love was powerful. She'd never known it before. I'd probably be annoying too if I discovered all this at 40+. Gabe's line about the real Brown family being back hit the feels again, even if it was a repeat from last year's special. Cynicism aside, I'm happy for Christine. But please, can we move on from the wedding coverage now? If the season had skipped the wedding filler, people would complain about the slow pace. Complaints are inevitable. The only annoying part was the over-the-top panic over the missing child. Instead of showing relief, they dramatized it as if she'd been lost wandering alone. Overkill. Anyway, I got emotional too. The wedding scenes were lovely, and it was a nice change of pace. The wedding episodes were specials after all. So Robyn supposedly conceived Saul in the Vegas vacation rental? That just doesn't sit right. Like, seriously, did they wait until the family drama cooled off? Or at least until they'd moved into their own rental houses? Nope. Had to happen right there, when the kids and wives were all stressed, overwhelmed, and basically on the edge of a meltdown. Disgusting doesn't even begin to cover it. Let's be real. Planning a baby during that chaos? While 13 kids were already struggling, and none of the adults had stable jobs? And no, the show wasn't a reliable income then. It was brand new, barely paying the bills. They couldn't even wait until after the first rental, so selfish on every level. The family kept having kids despite not being able to afford them. The older kids talk about going hungry at times. Meanwhile, no health insurance, but sure, let's buy giant plots of land in McMansions. Priorities: breed at all costs. And don't get me started on the family leadership. All 5 brown adults are responsible, but Kody and Robyn? They take the cake for most sucky. Every single adult in that circus is irresponsible, and the kids pay the price. The endless saga of repetitive drama drags on, recycling the same tired interviews over and over. It's obvious they're dragging out the story just to dodge real issues, like the son they tragically lost. Imagine if they focused instead on how the wives left the church but stayed together, actually liking each other, with Kody admitting he no longer advocates polygamy. Now that would be a show worth watching. But instead, networks treat viewers like idiots. The storylines are so repetitive, they splice footage to manufacture cliffhangers that lead nowhere but a next time tag. The amount of reused clips is insane. You could make a drinking game out of it. Watching Kody's extreme, textbook grief phases is interesting, sure. But honestly, the next few seasons will likely be just as one-dimensional. Reality TV isn't reality anymore. It's manufactured nonsense. Back to Robyn. The phrase, prioritize breeding, no matter what hits home. Growing up in a similar culture, I heard repeatedly that money is no excuse not to have kids. It's selfish not to. So Robyn, she's living proof. And Janelle wasn't working at the time either. She quit after the move and barely worked part-time in real estate later. And then there's Robyn's nerve to complain about the teens' lukewarm reaction to her pregnancy announcement as if they owed her tears of joy. Teenage boys don't care about babies. That's basic biology. They were polite, sure, but expecting them to sob tears of joy? Come on. She looks for drama like tits on an antenna. Older siblings rarely want younger ones right away. It's completely normal. Those boys were often the first to help out. The younger kids adore them for a reason. Expecting teenagers to be thrilled about a new baby while their whole lives are achieved is just absurd. Robyn's dry cry face to push Kody's buttons. Classic. Those poor kids were supposed to be thrilled about another baby while their world was already upside down. No wonder the joy was missing. Even if they were upset, where's Robyn's grace for all of Kody's kids? Shouldn't everyone be allowed to feel their feelings? Robyn planting seeds that the OG kids weren't happy for her. Please. She needed to secure her spot by getting pregnant ASAP to win at polygamy. It's no different than when any other wife got pregnant. They were never stable, always broke, and yet they kept popping out kids. Bankruptcy and drama were constants. The adults act like teenagers, and the teens act like parents. The teens saying, "We have enough kids," wasn't about Robyn. It was about the whole family's chaos. Mary gets vilified for wanting a 3-bedroom rental in Vegas, while Janelle and Kody complain about money. Yet no one mentions Robyn getting a 5-bedroom rental for her brood. And Christine had a 5-bedroom rental too. Mary's clearly seen as less because she doesn't have a ton of kids. Robyn probably conceived before leaving Utah. She had to hurry. The clock was ticking. She needed to outshine Truly and secure her spot before anyone else. Mormons believe in celestial babies waiting to be born, so she had promises to keep, and that meant non-stop shagging to fulfill her vows. Ew. Did Robyn ever think about how teens would react if any mom announced a pregnancy? No way. It wasn't her pregnancy that caused the reaction, it was any pregnancy. They had enough kids. And who the hell announces where and when they conceived? This info was weaponized to paint Robyn as manipulative. They were boning constantly from the moment they met, making googly eyes over the number 69 on camera. No boundaries, no decency. Probably sneaking around just to look respectful. Robyn wanted what she wanted, and she got it. All this drama isn't some conspiracy. It's just messy human behavior wrapped in cultish obsession and reality TV nonsense. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.